It's the Cucapa! Chupacabras! And, not exactly sure if I pronounced any of that correctly. Probably not, and I apologize, but I just, I'm not very good at other languages, so. Cucapa! Let you read it so you can get it right. You might know how to pronounce Spanish things better than I can. Chupacabras. Pale Ale. Alright, this is coming in at 5.8% alcohol by volume. Kind of a cool label. I have tried a few other beers from these guys. We're getting them here, so. Tried the Imperial Stout and their Winter Imperial Stout. Very good beers. Very, very, very good beers. So we're going to do this. I've had one already. It came in a 4-pack. A little bit of smoke there. Not really sure what that means. This is carbonated. Alright. Okay. Well, let's see, it's got a great aroma. It's got a pretty good color to it. Kind of a dark, almost caramely tobacco, a little bit golden where the glass isn't as thick. Yeah. Carrying a pretty decent head on there. It's smelling kind of bready, sweet. And the maltiness, light, kind of aromatic dry hop going on here. A little bit more of a planty hop, not a whole lot of real powerful hop aroma. A little bit tropical, peachy, pineapple-y kind of stone fruit. Tropical, you'd say. Yeah, it's a little bit of a rich, sweet finish there. Very, very pineapple or some type of very sweet fruit like that. Very bready in the finish. The foam is very bready. Not a big sharp bitterness like you get out of an IPA. The bitterness is quite low. It's a very tropical, but not overly so either. It's very subtle, but very well done and very well balanced. I think there's wheat in this beer. I could be wrong, but that's kind of how I'm tasting it. There's a bit of a clash with the barley. It typically happens with a lot of wheat beer. The head is looking like it, and the mouthfeel and the texture is very smooth and satin-like. And it's kind of a weird bubblegum meets peanuts kind of clash, which I typically get out of most of these like American-style wheat beers. You don't in some wheat beers you don't get that, like in Hoegaarden and stuff like that. I don't notice anything like that, any type of clash. But these American-style wheat beers, a lot of times there's a bit of a, I think it's a bit of a clash between the wheat and the barley. One being more like the barley, maybe just carrying not as much of a wheat flavor as wheat. We'll say that. It's pretty hard to describe that. I don't know. Well, So I got the stuff with me. Oh no, I don't. I am reviewing Columbus hops next. I'm just going to chew on the hop pellet. I'm going to do that a little bit. I got some hops I'm going to get, because I'm just about to go out for some more hops in here maybe the next couple weeks or something. I've done Bravo and Glacier. I know I'm doing Columbus, which is supposed to be like Cascade, but not as much grapefruit and kind of danker. I've smelled it and everything. I haven't tasted it yet, but it definitely smells danker, a lot more like the Glacier meets maybe Grapefruit Explosion. So I'm psyched to try that. I'm tasting the beer first this time. Pretty hard to get some of these hop numbness. You can get the flavor out, but that numbness lasts quite some time when you chew in a hop pellet. So I feel I can still taste, but I'm just gonna wait till after because it just seems to be the right order of things to do. And then I'll be weighing out my grain bill for my double black IPA and grinding that, trying out the pasta maker for the first time. Besides just a little test handfuls, we're gonna grind a full full 18 pounds of barley. So that ought to be fun and exciting. I think there's a little bit of wheat in it. It's pretty damn solid. There is a little bit of bitterness there in the finish for a second, and that's where I think it's wheat. But it might not be wheat. I'm just tasting it like that. But I say it's very tropical and stuff. I was pretty excited about this the other night when I had it, so I thought I should redo it because I may have. Sometimes beer tastes a lot better to you, so I'm just trying another one since I have 4. Yeah, it's very solid. There is a little, like I said, the bitter clash in the back. That's typically a flavor I don't like, and I pull out of a lot of wheat beer, so I think there's a little bit of wheat in it, but that's why I got the mostly Canadian wheat glass. I could be dead wrong on that, but so I say it's a 9 out of 11. It's a pretty solid beer, very much so. I definitely recommend trying these guys' beer. That's why I bought it. It was $13 for 4. But since their Imperial Stout was so awesome, and I got those for not a bad deal, and the Imperial Winter Stout was so awesome, I thought I should try this. Because, and this is awesome. This is awesome as well. So smooth. That's why I think there's wheat in here. Cause like there maybe not a lot, but a little bit, because it's just adding some niceness to the texture and everything. Nice change. Yeah, very dry. Very nice, dry, velvety finish. I typically like a little more hops in my beer, but this is fine though. Nothing wrong with this. 9 out of 11. It's a solid beer. Beerzerker! I repeat myself sometimes. Yeah.